This is one of those MCCD session tracks that I've used a bunch in the past. It's in C minor. I've got a B flat, puts me in third position. I'll try sharing a bunch of links here in a second, but I'll update the video description with everything I'm talking about today after I've posted this, after the live stream goes as a recording. So good morning or good day, whatever it is for you. Hope you are doing well. I want to talk a little bit about third position and just a really basic approach, because the bottom I think is more challenging for the average person based on the bending that's needed to get these blues scale notes. So we'll talk about that and some ideas of ways to work the bottom end. Before I do that, I want to let you know that April 10th is the next Hohner Penta Harp webinar. This is an open webinar that anybody can join. And, if you want to learn more about the Pentaharp, or you own a Pentaharp and you want to get some tips, join that. I'll put the Zoom link in the video description. The bending class that just ended, that thing is still on sale, and I'm going to leave it up past this weekend because I know folks need to download it before I lose the recording to that. It's one of the only classes I've done it where the recording is temporary, so if you tuned into that, be sure to download that class. But it's still up for grabs for $15, and I'll put that in the video description. And the last thing is, cool announcement, this newest project, the Dig 3 that I'm working with, has just finished recording in the studio, and we've got a GoFundMe page. In fact, I will go ahead and I'll post that. Maybe I'll multitask and get that going in the chat while I'm doing the live stream here. So let me get that. Just give me a moment to do it. And then let's talk about third position. If you have a B flat harmonica, that's going to be very, very helpful for you. Good morning to everybody. Let's see if I can find that link really quick. Where is it? It's on, you can also find it on my Facebook page. I'm having some trouble finding it right now. Give me a moment. So let's talk about the bottom end. I think I can do this at the same time. I'll put it in the video description later for the GoFundMe, but this project, this CD is going to be pressed very soon. And if you want to support us and grab your early copy, you can do that through the link as well. So those are the three things I wanted to mention. Let's talk about this third position. If you've been playing for more than a few years and you're not experimenting with this third position stuff, you should be. It's a great way to play the minor blues scale. There are other positions that put you in wonderful minor scales, but third is like the most useful, and it's the most prevalent thing in blues that we hear. So first step would be make sure you know what harmonica to choose. Use the circle of fifths or a chart to figure that out. It's not too hard. You go back a full step from the key and you get your harmonica key that you'll be playing in. So again, in C minor, I'm on a B flat harp. Other popular keys would be like putting B minor on an A harmonica or A minor on a G harmonica. But I love playing these lower keys in third position, especially for the low end of the harmonica. So what I want to share with you is just the scale work and talk about a way to just get focused to get more out of the bottom since it's more difficult. Just remember the isolation thing I always talk about. Just stick to like a certain area of the harp. Well, in this case, we're doing this octave range from 1 to 4 draw. And the scale notes for that lay out like this. For the blues scale there. So we got 1 draw, 2 full step bend, 2 draw, 3 all the way down on the step and a half, full step bend on 3, 4 blow, 4 draw. Sounds like what the middle register, right? It's the same notes, but we're now down on the bottom. So scribble those down. 1 draw, 2 full step bend, 2 draw, 3 bend all the way down, step and a half, 3 full step bend, 4 blow, 4 draw. And then instead of just working these scale notes, well, step 1 could be just really nice to just take the scale notes in order, in good time, up and down the track. That's a good one. Just real nice and slow. Don't play it too fast. Really get in this pocket of what the track is dictating. You don't need the backing track. You can work this type of stuff just on your own as well. Remember the idea of jumping holes, Just skipping a hole and finding the same idea, only sticking to scale notes. And then what I would like to do today is just kind of like play around with something that came from, I think part of this came from the bending class. I'm trying to think of how I did it. I actually could look at the notes. I think I have the notes somewhere right around here. Yeah, I do. I did something like this. And it's a cool little pattern that comes from that class to work on the 3 full step and beyond bending, and the 2 full step gets in the you get to practice it on the 2 full step as well. And that looks like something like this. Let's do a simple version of it first. Just play these notes with me. See if you can find them by ear. That's that 3 all the way down to 3, and then 3 blow. 2 full step, 1 draw. Either way. You can loop it like that, just playing those up and down. Let me just show you with the track what that would sound like at first. Whoops, that's not what I want. And then what we'll do from there is change it up and make it a little more challenging. Hear that little tweak? Okay. So instead of just playing the straight note and attacking that 3 full step or step and a half all the way down, now what I've done is I've put this little tweak in there, and I'm working this sort of lift on the bend to the full step. And right back down to that step and a half bend. And that would give me this kind of riff. And you can use your jaw. And what's nice about this movement is that it's still sticking to the scale notes. We haven't even moved from scale notes at all. Just, again, step and a half, lift it a little to full. If you can do this, I realize it might be kind of challenging. Here's what it sounds like again. Watch the jaw. All right, so there's a little tweak to it. And then I would bring in, I think a sort of extension of this would be to bring in one or two extra notes into the phrasing from one of the, like for example, the one blow comes to mind and one bend. So let's just do that. We're going to play one blow, one bend. That's the half step all the way down. So all you get there. One draw. And then we're to the same pattern we just did. 2 full step bend. If you can bring that little tweak on the 3, bent and lifted, and then the blow note on the 3. I know that's challenging for a lot of people. I'm sure this is... So start with the basics first, working on just the bends and the scale notes if you need that. Spend some time dwelling on these bends where you just trying to lift them and just reach into the notes that we have available on the bends. And then before you know it, this turns into a very sort of malleable, is that the right word? Something you can stretch and play around with to work on your improvising. But it takes like incremental practice. So we haven't even moved above hole 4, just to be really clear. We haven't moved above hole 4 at all. The focal point for the practice really is inside of those bends that are challenging. 2 full step bend, 3 bend all the way down, and 3 step full step bend. Of course, you can bring in the 4 draw bend and all that as well. And that's what I wanted to share today. So just to recap, there's a pentaharp webinar coming April 10th. It's a Sunday at 11 a.m. Central. I'll put the link to the Zoom link. It's open to the public. Join me there with Drew Lewis, the brand manager, and then the bending class that I just finished. I'm giving that another week of that sale pricing, leaving it alone. If you missed it, you can still buy it. If you haven't downloaded that yet from Zoom, click that link and look in the upper right-hand corner for the download button. And finally, my newest project, the Dig 3 with Jerry Hunt and Andrew Duncanson. We've got a Gofundme, and I'll put these links in the video description within the next 10 minutes or so after this video is up. And you can grab your pre-order of the CD if you'd like. And you've heard us play because I've done some live streaming from the Dig 3 on this channel. Maybe I'll link one of those videos in the description in case you haven't seen it. The CD is 14 all original songs written by Andrew Duncanson. And we all did a little bit of our own sort of input on some of the composition or ideas that went into, like the instrumental portions of it. But Jerry and I have got some cool dueling harmonica stuff on this. I think you're going to want to check it out. It's kind of cool. Thanks for tuning in today. And I hope this video is helpful to somebody looking to get deeper into third, just beyond that 4 draw to 8 draw area. Work on the bottom end if you really want to get into some of the sweetest sounds you can get out of it. And I will be back here soon with another clip. Y'all make it a good day. If you dug the video, give it a like, subscribe. I'll catch you next time.